This is game 25 of a match between Cyclone and Fairy Stockfish. Let me remind you, the time control for the game was a game in 1 minute with 5 seconds increment. Up to now, you have seen practically that Cyclone have lost all the games for time, right? And so you say, there must be something wrong, why do you continue to make them play? Well, now watch this game. This game is 114 moves long, more than 100 moves. So how do we explain game 24 that is just 50 moves and the Cyclone lose with game 25, which is a draw, because this game will end up in a draw, and it's more than 100 moves long? Clearly, the problem, in my opinion, is the situation, the position in which Cyclone finds itself. And when it cannot solve the problem, it starts to think, overthink, and lose for time. As we will see in this game, the fact is that Cyclone was able to play more than 100 moves. So if it's able to play 100 moves without losing for time, why is not able to play 100 moves in the game before? Okay, with that said, I would like to remind everyone also that the processor used for this match was an Intel i9 12th generation, very fast. It had 32 gigabytes of RAM, and practically in a kind of benchmark of over 4,000 type of different CPUs. This one, I think, was a 17, showing that it's a great CPU. While in many other matches, I have used Intel i7 12th generation, which should also be very fast. Yet in the same benchmark list, I found that Intel i7 12th generation in around position 400 and something. So I guess the two processors are totally different. In fact, in this match, we will see continuously that Cyclone arrives between 9 and 12 moves or 11 moves deep, and Fairy Stockfish generally goes from 12 to 15 moves deep. 12 to 15 moves deep. I don't know if you realize it, in a second to go that deep is clearly amazing. Why it came the idea for this match? The idea came from watching a chess book written by a IM, International Master, that said that it's very important to watch the games of world champions in order to learn chess. Now, the problem is this, that we can watch all the games of world champions we want, but they will never be strong like these engines. Why they will never be strong like the engine? Because practically the engine is able to calculate 7 or 8 moves deep in a second, and a human being can't do that. Which means the engine is able to refute most of the tactical ideas and tricks that a grandmaster can play, because obviously a grandmaster is someone who has dedicated his life to chess or Chinese chess, but he will not be fast like a computer in calculation. Notice, now we are at move 76. So I gave the engines all these moves that are more than 50, and nothing changed. Because in this position, especially for an engine, it's probably impossible to give checkmate to the other, because the other see when there is a checkmate threat, as we can see here. So I'm going very fast, and now we are at move 93. And as we can see, there is not much progress for white. So this was game 25. Game 25, Cyclone was red, and Fairy Stockfish was black. I see that the game is more than 114 moves long. We are at 121, 22. So, okay, I clearly didn't see that there were many more moves. Okay, so the game is 124 moves long. It's a draw. Cyclone was red, Fairy Stockfish was black. Once more, the game was played in 1 minute for the entire game and 5 seconds increment for each move.